Hey guys, there's a delay on my end. We're the birth besties, and tonight we're talking about old wives' tales. So, what is the craziest one you've heard? Like, I've heard them all where if you have heartburn, that means your baby has gorgeous locks and they're going to come out, with this long hair. Or if you crave something salty, you're having a boy. And if you crave something sweet, you're having a girl. Gosh, there's so many. Michaela, what are some you've heard?
Well, I've heard wives' tales not just about when you're pregnant, but things like if you eat a spicy meal while you're in your close to the time that you're gonna go into labor, then it's gonna do it. It's gonna put you into labor. Or eggplant. One of the craziest ones I heard was eating eggplant parmesan, and that would put you right into labor. And wow. There's so many crazy ones out there, but all I can say is I had heartburn with all three of mine, and they all came out bald.
Yep. I just don't think there's that much truth to wives' tales. They're really fun. So that was something we were going to ask you guys. Is there, in your experience, have any of them been true? Now, there's no way to know if these are true or not, but did you eat something spicy and have a baby a few hours later, or did all of the wives' tales, my favorite ones are about gender. So did you make a list and then was it true for you? If you have a really great story or a wives' tale that related to you, just comment below. We'd love to hear what yours is. So tonight we're going to kind of hone in on heartburn. We thought that if you are one of those people who's dreaming of your baby's gorgeous locks and you have some crazy heartburn, we're going to give you some tips and tricks to make that heartburn better. So, all right. Tip number one, small meals throughout the day. Instead of kind of eating big meals, that increases your risk, so to speak, of having heartburn, just try smaller meals throughout the day. There's another essential oil that might help you, and that's called Digestin. If you want to know more about that, you can message us as well. And Michaela has a couple other tips for reducing heartburn.
So I would say another great tip for reducing heartburn would be to stay upright for at least probably 20 or 30 minutes after you've eaten. So those small meals, don't go lay right down, because it's just gonna sit there and it's gonna create that acid buildup that doesn't feel so great. Another thing that you can do for heartburn is what we call pelvic tilts. So you're on all fours and you're literally just tilting your pelvic under and then back up. In yoga, they call them cat-cow. Yep. In the birth world, we don't necessarily do the cat. So you're not bringing you can, but you're not you have a belly in the way. Yeah. So you're not necessarily bringing your back all the way up rounded, but instead you can let your belly hang and then just tilt that pelvis underneath. This helps keep make room for your body to digest the food that you've eaten. And so that way you can minimize the effects of heartburn. And then one of my personal favorites, I don't know about you, Crystal, but one of my personal favorites is when I was ready to lay down at night, I would have a glass of milk right next to my bed. And I would just down a small glass of milk and then lay down while it was coating my esophagus.
That seems to help a lot. I did that a lot with the twins because I felt like I had double the dose of heartburn. And so I felt like I drank a lot of milk, and milk has never been really my thing, but it seems to settle that a little bit. So, all right, those are great tips. So as you're watching us throughout these weeks on Thursdays when we're giving you tips and on Coffee Talk when we're just having conversations with you, if you're kind of feeling like, wow, these are all things that I didn't know, definitely milk is my BFF right now. Brittany! Yeah, you're counting down those weeks. So hoping Miss Neely has some hair for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hairstylist for mom. So hopefully you can put some bows in the hair. But if you're feeling like, wow, I really just don't know as much as I thought I did, Well, that's okay. That's what we're here for. We have some exciting news that we really are in the home stretch of our beta course, and we're putting all the finishing touches on it. So if you're thinking, wow, I'd really like Mikayla and I to be like my birth bestie and get some more information from us, then comment or message us, and we can tell you all about our upcoming beta course.
What to expect and how it's going to work, when it's going to launch, all of those great things. We can get you that information if you comment below. So,
all right. So that was Brittany saying that, and she is, look, 5 more weeks till baby's here. Yay.
I feel like I could breathe fire right now. Well, and that was another thing about heartburn. You know, for me, they say to eat bland food. And for me, it didn't matter if I ate the blandest of bland food that just tasted disgusting.
Right.
I still had heartburn. No, so why would I eat gross food when I could have something with flavor and still have the same effect?
Right, exactly. I'm all about flavorful food like Thai and Indian and stuff. So I did all that with my pregnancies, and I just endured heartburn. So
I did too.
Well, we hope these tips help you guys, and we'll be back on Sunday for Coffee Talk. Yep. And in the meantime, if you have questions, comment below or message us. We'd love to connect.
Absolutely. So, all right. Good night from the Birth Besties.
Bye.
Bye.